Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Ketholeno with the evening news. The headlines: Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses Smart India Hackathon, says new education policy is a reflection of aspirations of 130 crore Indians. One Nation, One Ration Card scheme extended to 4 more states including Nagaland. Nagaland reports another spike in COVID-19 with 130 cases today, taking total tally to 1,823, and Kohima Municipal Council notifies on opening of shops. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that in the 21st century and in a fast-changing world, India will have to swiftly change to play its effective role. Speaking at the grand finale of Smart India Hackathon this evening, Modi said, with this thinking, necessary ecosystem is being rapidly prepared in the country for innovation, research, design, development and entrepreneurship. He said, the new education policy which was announced few days ago has been designed keeping in mind the thinking, needs, hopes and aspirations of the 21st century youths. Modi said, it is not just a policy document but also a reflection of aspirations of 130 crore Indians. He said, the 21st century is the era of knowledge and it is the time to increase focus on learning, research and innovation. Modi said, the policy wants to make the school, college and university experience fruitful, broad-based, that guides to the natural passions. The Prime Minister said, new education policy emphasizes on interdisciplinary study and it will ensure that focus is on what student wants to learn. The ambitious One Nation, One Ration Card scheme has been extended to 4 more states from today. They are Nagaland, Manipur, Jammu and Kashmir and Uttarakhand. With this, now 24 states have the facility of ration card portability, covering more than 65 crore beneficiaries of National Food Security Act. Food Minister Ram Vilas Paswan said the beneficiaries can now lift their entitlement of ration from any fair price shop across these states. By 31st March next year, all the states will be covered under One Nation, One Ration Card so that all 81 crore beneficiaries can avail benefit under this scheme. Nagaland continues to reel under the impact of COVID-19 as 130 fresh cases were detected today, one of the highest single-day spikes in the number of COVID-19 cases. Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangnupom in a tweet said, of the new cases detected from 552 samples tested, 109 cases are from Dimapur and 21 from Kohima. He also said all contact tracing are fully activated for everyone's safety. The state has now a total of 1,823, nearing 2,000 mark. Of the total cases, 1,182 are active while 635 have recovered. So far, 4 people have succumbed to COVID-19. Leader of the Naga People's Front Legislative Party, T.R. Zilang, has sought the intervention of Nagaland Governor R.N. Ravi on extension of business session of the ensuing 6th session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly, NLA, to 3 days. In a letter addressed to the Governor, Zilang said, against the backdrop of COVID-19 pandemic, it is only appropriate for the NLA to set aside enough time for discussion on the matter on the floor of the Assembly. He further said that deliberation on the SURFACE Act 2002 is equally important and the NLA cannot continue to ignore the matter. Zilang said it is understood that the present situation may not be conducive for holding normal assembly session at this juncture since the state, including its capital Kohima, is reeling under immense pressure due to the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent imposition of total lockdown by the state government. The NPF leader, however, added that a one-day session is not adequate by all means. Therefore, Zilang urged the governor to re-examine the matter with utmost urgency and suggested to convene the session from 11th to 13th of this month for a period of 3 days or to defer the commencement date of the session to a day after August 15 or preponement of the same in order to accommodate at least 3 days session or to commence the session on 13th as scheduled and adjourn the House without sine die and resume for another 2 days after August 15 post-recess. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. Administrator Kohima Municipal Council KMC Kovimeya Se has notified on opening of shops at different wards in Kohima town. He informed that strict adherence to all precautionary measures as mentioned in the standard operating procedures on use of masks, hand sanitizers, gloves and social distancing protocols has to be maintained. There should be strict adherence to directives of the ward authorities on the timings for opening and closure of shops and strict adherence to the rates of essential commodities as notified by the KMC. In all the wards from ward number 1 to 19, a minimum of 3 and maximum of 15 grocery shops are allowed to open, keeping in mind the need for facilitating the public while also being mindful of the health protocols during the lockdown period. It is therefore reiterated that no other shops shall be allowed to open till further orders except those listed. Grocery shops whose stocks need replenishment will inform their respective ward authorities for further needful action by the Kohima Municipal Council, for which purpose the Chief Inspector KMC can be contacted at 9436 001 900. I repeat, 9436 001900. Private hospitals registered under NHCE Act 1997 are permitted to use rapid antibody test as point of care POC for COVID-19 testing. Department of Health and Family Welfare Nagaland said the permission given is to subject to fulfillment of the advisory issued by the government and the Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR. As such, the department has informed that interested hospitals or laboratories initiating testing through the rapid antigen POC test are to mandatorily registered with ICMR portal on a real-time basis. Such hospitals or labs are to send their details to the State Nodal Officer for COVID-19 testing, Dr. Robin Lotha, Joint Director, by email to stonu@rntcp.oru and call at 81190-00484. I repeat, 81190-00484 for any queries. Registered private hospitals within the state is allowed to charge an amount of 15% above MRP plus GST per test from the patient for COVID-19 testing through rapid antigen test. Only ICMR validated rapid antigen test shall be used. The festival of sacrifice, Eid-ul-Azha or Bakra Eid, is being celebrated with religious fervor and due reverence across the country today. Most of the worshippers offered Eid namaz or prayers in local mosques, adhering to physical distance, while in some states where lockdown is imposed, people offered prayers in their homes amid coronavirus pandemic. President Ramnath Kovind and Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu have greeted the people on the occasion of Eid-ul-Zuha. In his message, President Kovind said Eid-ul-Zuha symbolizes the spirit of sacrifice and amity, which inspires people to work for the well-being of one and all. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said Eid-ul-Zuha is a celebration of unswerving devotion to God and the boundless compassion and love the Almighty has for His creation. In his message, Prime Minister Narendra Modi hoped this day will inspire people to create a just, harmonious and inclusive society. Modi also hoped that the spirit of brotherhood and compassion will be furthered. Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar also conveyed his greetings to all the countrymen on the occasion of Eid-ul-Adha. Union Minority Affairs Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi in a tweet said, keeping in mind the social distancing norms due to the COVID-19 pandemic, he offered prayers from his home, asking the Almighty for peace, prosperity and harmony in the country. And Samajwadi Party leader Amar Singh, who was admitted to a hospital in Singapore, passed away today. He was ailing for the past few months. He had earlier undergone a kidney transplant surgery. To end the news, the headlines here again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses Smart India Hackathon, says new education policy is a reflection of aspirations of 130 crore Indians. One Nation, One Ration Card scheme extended to 4 more states including Nagaland. Nagaland reports another spike in COVID-19 with 130 cases today, taking total tally to 1,823. And Kohima Municipal Council notifies on opening of shops. That's all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.